So what happens when you compile a list of some of the greatest boxing minds out there, the leading experts, the people you and I turn to for news, knowledge, and information, and you ask them the same question, okay? You got a 20, 30, 40 guys, right? They're at the top tier level of boxing knowledge, unbiased, doesn't matter to them one way or the other. There's no agenda, there's no political, tongue on them or nothing like that, right? They're not a corporate mouthpiece. You ask them, who won the fight? Who did you have it for? That's what we're going to talk about today. Because look, I mean, what I'm learning here, what I'm discovering is this fight, there seems to be more people that think Gennady Golovkin won this fight than the original fight. Which, you guys, I told you guys, I had this one, Golovkin 7 rounds. I'd be okay with a draw. Not happy, but okay with a draw. Me personally, I had it 7 rounds, Gennady Golovkin, and I'm also going to put out a video breaking it down round by round by round and tell you why I had him winning and prove to you why he actually won. But anyway, like I said, what happens when you put that list together? I started, looking around on social media, online, in my own boxing group, Counterpunch Boxing. Press row 15 had it a draw, 2 had it for Canelo, and a whopping 34 scored it for Gennady Golovkin. Now, this is press row, okay? Majority of press row is pro Canelo, by the way. 34 scored it for Gennady Golovkin. Also, Paulie Malignaggi, okay? Look, spitting some fucking knowledge, okay? I'm going to break down. He just did an interview, and I'm going to break it down in my next video. I'm going to say knowledge of the year, okay? This is like knowledge of the year of 2018. I mean, this dude, I'm telling you, you might not like Paulie, but we're going to break down that article, and I'm going to read you a little bit of it in my current video here, okay? And in the article, my next video, Malignaggi, Golovkin was robbed in Canelo Golovkin 2 fight. Now, some of the media out there is not calling it a robbery. Well, what is it? Is it a mistake? Is it, incompetence? I mean, I'm tired. Aren't you tired of that? Aren't you tired of investing your time, your effort, your energy, your money, your everything into these fighters, into these networks, into these promoters, and you're constantly let down, as a boxing fan, okay? Aren't you tired of it, right? And so we need to call it what it is. Now, there's a lot of guys on YouTube that have aspirations. They want to be the next Max Kellerman, or they want to work for, some company, Ring Magazine or Golden Boy or whoever it may be. So whether they tell you or not, they are secretly biased, okay? And they're careful. They're careful what they say. They come across as, this, private individual, free-thinking individual that's going to give you the facts and the truth, and, it is what it is right down the line. But in fact, that's not what it is, okay? There's a lot of people out there that are shills, okay? And I'm going to leave it at that. So let me just, like I said, just a clip, okay? Just because Canelo has moments in the round doesn't mean you have to give him the rounds, okay? Especially when he lost the rest of the round, Malignaggi said. If I give Canelo the last round, I give him a draw. If I give Golovkin the last round, I have Gennady Golovkin 7-5. If you're using the same criteria for every round, you'll not find 7 rounds to give Canelo, okay? I repeat, if you are consistent, which a judge should be, you should have bullet points and tiers of judging in a fight. Ring generalship, effective aggression, defense, offense. If you use the same criteria in every round, you cannot find 7 rounds to give Canelo. Meaning, like the storytelling bit, they come up with new categories on how to score a round, okay? Now let me continue on. Criteria, he says criteria from round to the next. Okay, just to give Canelo a round, then yes, of course you'll find 7 rounds to give to Canelo. They're just not there, okay? Now, like I said, I'll elaborate a little bit. What he's referring to is you almost have to change your style of judging a fight into each and every round to give it to Canelo. And like I said, I don't want to give too much away of this brilliance that this man just gifted us with. I'm going to read it in another video. Just a real quick side note. People are asking about Michael Buffer, what we thought was the HBO announcer. Buffer has never been HBO's official ring announcer, though he worked as an independent contractor for promoters whose bouts were broadcasted on the network. The newly launched streaming outlet, DAZN or Zon, what the hell ever, That means his days at HBO are done. Now, what does this tell you about HBO? You have a staple. Now, although, yes, he was a private contractor, you know, he's belling. Why are these people belling? You know, I've heard, why did Max Kellerman bell? Okay, Roy Jones is looking elsewhere from what I hear, trying to become a coach right now. Jim Lampley looking to be, go into the Hall of Fame and retire. Okay, you have all these old, talking heads at HBO disappearing, and now Michael Buffer, right? There's a reason they're disappearing, because the boxing community, they're on to them. Okay, the boxing community, they're on to HBO, they're on to the politics, and they know exactly what is going on. And the only way HBO survives is by mega pay-per-view events, by suckering you and me out of our money. They just got $90 of my money. So, and it'll be the last penny I give them. Now, again, I want to read you just a little bit more of what Polly said, and then we're going to get into that list I was talking about of the unbiased scoring for the fight. Here's the problem for somebody scoring it for Canelo Maldonado. Said you're looking for any kind of explosion for Canelo. Okay, let me stop right there. Man, go back and listen to all of my videos. I told you guys over and over and over and over and over and over and over. They're going to get, I said, look, if he throws a flashy combination, they're going to change, they're going to bend the rules to give it to Canelo. They're going to do anything they can. If Canelo just simply throws north of 40 punches per round, they're going to give it to him. If he lands anything half-ass meaningful, everything I said came true. I mean, I hate to be that guy, but it did. It truthfully did. Okay, you're looking for any kind of explosion for Canelo. If it's in the last 20 seconds, you're automatically giving him the round. Now, he says that's how these people are judging their fights, and that's how the boxing judges are judging where money fighters are involved. Okay, they watch the fight looking for a reason. Okay, the judges watch the fight looking for a reason to give the money fighter a round. Okay, and this is exactly what is wrong with boxing. All right, then they give them the round. That's why these judges are animals. Okay, they're animals. You're dealing with complete animal. Gennady Golovkin called them, what do you call them, like terrorists. I mean, these people are so. I mean, come on, Adelaide Bird. Now you have, and I'm going to go over the scorecards in another video. The two judges that, really screwed up. I think it was in the 10th and 12th round. Again, would have been a draw had they done their job right. I mean, it's just, man, it's like, look, if you're belling from boxing, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. But, just to kind of paraphrase here, what he's basically saying is when a judge is watching around, like I just said, they're looking for any reason to give it to Canelo. Just like these crazy Canelo fans. They're like, oh, yep, he won that round. Oh, yeah, he landed that punch. Yep, he won. Yep, that was a hard left hook. He won that round. They don't count, the other counters from Golovkin, the power shot, the body shot. All that doesn't matter. They look for any reason to give it to the money fighter. Okay, and that's what it is. It's a business. It's business, all right? Now, we talked about that list of non-biased judges, media personalities, whatever. I mean, look at this. Letterman, Golovkin, Campbell, Golovkin, Raphael, draw. Stephen A. Smith, Golovkin, whatever his name is, draw. Teddy Atlas, Golovkin, Rodriguez, draw. Lemazon, Golovkin, Davis, Golovkin, Sports Illustrated, Golovkin, Lance Pugmire, draw. Okay, Mannix, Golovkin, Yahoo Sports, draw. Golovkin, draw. I mean, it just goes on and on and on and on. Doug Fisher, draw. Beckett, Golovkin. Here we go, another draw. Golovkin, Tom K, bad left hook, bloody elbow. The Associated Press, draw. I mean, it's crazy. Bill Simmons, HBO The Ringer, draw. Okay, this is a sensible way to score a fight. I mean, these are the people that bring you the news. I mean, here's the thing. This is what gets me. Okay, you have all these crazy Canelo fans out there that, oh, well, who cares what they say? I don't care what they say. But yet they'll put out an article Friday about Canelo, pro Canelo, and you're going to post that shit all over Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. Oh, he says this and he says this and he says that. So, just like the selective judging, the Canelo fans are very selective with what they want to believe and not believe, okay? Just because Canelo, has moments in the round doesn't mean you have to give him the rounds, especially when he's lost the rest of the round, okay? Again, if I give Canelo the last round, I give him a draw. If I give Golovkin the last round, I have it 7-5. You see, it's the way. I don't like the way they're judging these fights, and that's basically what he's talking about. And I'm not going to make this video, 10 hours long and just babble on and on and on, but it's the truth. And here's the thing. I didn't even have a dog in this fight. Yeah, I like Gennady Golovkin, but, hey, I wanted to see a champion. I wanted to see someone rise above and be great, to just go down in boxing history with this great moment. And I didn't really see it. Now, I did say in my other video, I believe Canelo did more of what he said he was going to do, but it doesn't change the fact that Gennady Golovkin won the fight. Okay, he won the fight. But what he lost was the loopholes. Okay, there's a loophole in every round. Okay, you can make an argument in every round, and that argument was made for Canelo. So when it's a swing round, when it's an even round, you can talk about storytelling, you can talk about body shots, you can talk about Golovkin, circling the perimeter of the inside of the ring, And here's the thing, Canelo runs like this dude is a marathon track star in the original fight, and hey, that's beautiful boxing. That is some damn fine boxing right there. That's sweet science, right? But Golovkin works behind a jab, kind of like Muhammad Ali did and other great fighters did, and he's running. He uses the inner perimeter of the ring, works behind the jab, uses lateral movement, footwork, and he's running. But what Canelo did in the original fight, no, that's boxing. That's boxing. When you're literally running and backwards like you're on a treadmill, holding on to the rope with one hand, dipping and ducking and dodging like, like a cat running from a dog. That's boxing. That's boxing. So, I don't know, guys. Look, I'm probably going to leave it at that. I wanted just to kind of throw it out there real quick, get your thoughts, because these Canelo fans, they're getting a little too overzealous, right? Okay, like I said, I will give them their 15 minutes of fame. I don't want to take anything away from Canelo. I don't agree with the outcome. Totally disagree. But yeah, that's it. I don't want to come across as biased. Like I said, I wanted the best man to win, and I feel like, in my mind, a draw would have been fair. The original fight, Golovkin won. The second fight, if I was sitting ringside as a judge, honestly, I'd score it a draw. That's my honest opinion. If someone says you've got to pick a winner, I'd pick Golovkin. Okay, and based on what? Based on punch stats, based on landed punches, based on the fact that Canelo was hurt, based on a lot of things that I broke down in another video. So look, my next video, we're going to talk about that Poly article, so bear with me. I don't like to read off the internet, but I really want to pass this on to you, and it'll make a lot of things in your head click. A lot of questions you may have, you'll get the answers. Okay, so leave your comment below. What do you think?